I've known John Higgins since he was 14, 15 years old. Coming to the club, I used to practice with him when he first started playing, and I think his technique hasn't changed. His cue action's hardly changed in all that time. You know, he's got the same sort of 2 or 3 waggles before he strikes the cue ball. Very rarely, maybe if it's a pressure shot or a more difficult shot, it takes an extra one. But his cue action hasn't changed, and the tip has always been that little bit of distance away from the cue ball when he's doing those waggles.
Yeah, the other thing I've noticed about John Higgins, there are a lot more players now that are higher up at the back than John, but when he's actually playing a shot, what it seems to be, because he's also had quite a long backswing as well, he has shortened his bridge a bit more, which has stopped a bit of that. But funnily enough, because of that long backswing, when he's in a position like this, then when he does pull the cue back a long way, he keeps the cue parallel, and it seems like he drops the elbow down, rather than, let's say, a Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Quite a few players do that, don't they?
Yeah, they actually drop down, but then of course his chin is so low on the shot that when he's near the cushion, there is the danger he gets his cue trapped between his chin and the table.
Right.
But he seems to be able to deliver the cue so smoothly regardless of that. But sometimes you see that chin going backwards and forwards. We have seen some players in the past get sore chins, like a Graham Dott or
Dino Kane had a plaster.
Yeah, and Dave Harold as well. They're very sort of like difficult to play. So he does that very well. But I think the thing for John Higgins is, what a great match player. I mean, you'd love his heart.
How can we pick
brave
faults?
Heart.
How can we pick faults in John Higgins? Someone who's like been at the top of the game for so long, one of the best players, and now looking leaner and meaner.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll help him in, say, the 17 days of the World Championship?
I think so, yeah. And we know full well, he's been in the final of the World Championship in the last few years. Brilliant. He's still there, right at the top of the game, when he should have been going downhill. He soaks up pressure like a boxer against the ropes. He soaks it up and he just comes back for more. He's absolutely brilliant in that part. You just love the mentality.
You're 60 behind, 5 reds left. Who would you have to make that clearance other than John Higgins? Anyone?
If you had to put your house on a snooker match and you wanted a trier, it's John Higgins.
Absolutely.